Hi guys, this is Harish Kumar Reddy. Welcome to DevOps World. I'm DevOps certified trainer. So today I'm trying to discuss about Maven project implementation using Java environment. So last class we discussed about how to install Maven and how we are working on Java environment. We already discussed in previous session, but now today I'm trying to go with implementing on this particular project to work on the progress based upon the source code management. Okay, so as I told you that we are trying to go with the prerequisites, that is prerequirements pre-requirements. That pre-requirements will comes a picture. The first one is you need to install Java. You need to install Java, Java, and you need to connect the path environments. You need to connect path environments. Okay. Next third one is you need to install Maven, and you need to connect the path environments. Okay, so this is what last class we discussed, and now today I'm trying to go with the project actually. Okay, so what is Maven? Maven is a build tool. Maven is a build tool where we can create an artifacts. Okay, so where we can create an artifact. Like I can go with example. We are going with jar file, war file, war file .exe files. This we need to submit to client. Okay, so this is what we are trying to do. And next, how can you do this? So for this, I'm trying to go with implementation now. Let's go with command mode, CMD. So I already told you that we already installed Java, we already installed Maven now. So I'm going with Java. So I'm going with Java. Java has been installed. Now I can go with Java hyphen version. Okay. So Java installed successfully. Now I can go with Maven. So I'm trying to see the Maven structure. So Maven structure has been created. MVN hyphen version. Okay. So Maven structure. Okay. MVN hyphen version. So Maven has been created successfully. Okay. So as we already discussed in last class, please try to see my previous video, guys. If you doesn't see my previous video, please we'll try to go with extension of this thing. Okay. So now, how can you create? So whatever I told you regarding about yesterday's class, so we already discussed about the Maven installation. Okay, so we have so we've seen so far the structure format also. So this is the structure format what we are trying to see yesterday's class. Okay, so developers has done the code and they'll try to push the code, and we are trying to see the Maven global server where we can try to take all the dependencies in Maven global server, and we are trying to download the dependencies, that is Tomcat or SQL Server or any other servers. Okay, so we are trying to download, and developers will try to take a request to Maven local server, and they'll try to add the scripting files, and they'll try to push all the code into GitHub repository, and finally we need to create an artifact. Okay, so here we are trying to go with this now. So how can you get all the requirements? If you go with CLS, clear the screen now. So we are trying to take the project representation now. Okay. So MVN archetype. So we are trying to go with MVN archetype generate. So we are trying to get all the projects from the Maven. MVN archetype generate. Scanning the projects. It is downloading all the projects. Okay. See, what is this actually? So what is this actually? So basically, we are trying to see that MVN archetype generates. So where we are trying to scan all the files, we are downloading from the Maven centralized repository, and we are trying to get the projects. So our organization Apache Maven standard alone project object model, guys. This is okay, and we are trying to see the projects now. We are trying to download from the centralized repository, Maven centralized repository. Okay. Okay, so these are archetypes. Archetypes means, see, whenever the developer has done the multiple projects, he don't recognize the names. He will try to recognize the Maven numbers. Okay, so we need to know what is Maven number. Maven number is nothing but whenever the developer has done the different types of source code management, he don't recognize the names. He will go with the Maven numbers. That is one stands for Spring Boot blank archetype. Two stands for Spring Boot blank project. Some other projects, whatever it may be. Okay, this is all the developer projects only. Okay, so this is, whatever you're trying to see these numbers, whatever you're trying to see these numbers, this is called Maven number, and this is whatever you're trying to see the things like blank multi-project, Spring Boot project. This is called Maven names. Okay, Maven project names. Okay, so we'll try to discuss. Maven number is one of the major important role for the developer perspective. Okay, so if you know the multiple projects, suppose if you want to take the project again, okay, we want to see the project. Definitely, we need to recognize the Maven number. Okay, so here you need to notice one thing, guys. The first you have to go with. So first you need to know. You need to know Maven number. Maven number. And next one is you need to know. So we need to go with a group ID. Group ID, group ID, and we need to know what is artifact ID, and how many projects we have. Project project type. Project types we need to know. Okay, so you need to know what is Maven number, group ID, artifact ID, how many types of projects we have. So we have a three types of projects, guys. Three types. Three types of projects. The first one is commercial projects, commercial projects, and the second one is government projects, government projects, and next third one is organization projects, organization projects, commercial projects. So government projects and organization projects. Okay. So now, what is meant by commercial projects? Commercial projects like I can go with example. Example that is Flipkart, Amazon, Netflix, Netflix. So these are called commercial projects. So it will try to extend with the .com. Okay. Next, government projects. Government projects like example, I'm trying to go with the L&T projects. L&T projects. Okay. Metro projects, railway projects. Okay, so it will go with extension of .gov. Banking projects also. Okay, like SBI. Next, government organization projects like local projects. Local projects. Okay, so it will go with extension of .org. Org. So these are the recognized which we are trying to go with the projects. Okay. So now here, what is meant by Maven number? Developer will recognize recognize. Developer will try to go with recognize that we are trying to go with recognize the Maven, that is project. We will recognize project numbers, not project names, not project names. Okay, because he will do the multiple projects. He will do multiple. He will do multiple projects. Okay, he will do the multiple projects. Okay, so this is what we are trying to see. That is, I can go with one stands for one. One stands for its government project. Government project. Okay, like sample MVN sample project. Sample project. Sample project, and two stands for like so on, that is called. And coming to group ID, so what do you mean by group ID? Group ID stands for its organization name. So standard organization name. Okay, we need to go with organization name. And coming to artifact ID, that is comes a picture of and we need to know what is organization name. We'll try to discuss all these things now. Okay, so now I'm trying to go with one sample project, guys. Sample project. I'm taking sample project here. So we'll try to discuss what is sample project and see, choose the filter, apply filter, that is group ID, artifact ID, case sensitive contents 2186. What is number 2186? This is the Maven number. This is called Maven number. Okay, so let's go with 2186. 2186. Let's go with 2186. Okay, 2186. So it contains archetype which contains a sample Maven project. We need to download this project now. We need to download this project now. So I'm trying to go with downloading the sample Maven project. Okay, let's go with 2186. 2186. Okay. So whenever you're trying to download the things, definitely we are trying to see the versions, because as a developer, he will try to go with version also. He want to maintain the version system. Okay. I'm trying to go with 9 as a version. Next, it is trying, so it is asking group ID. Group ID stands for we are trying to give the group ID, that is com dot some TCS. I'm giving some TCS tech. Okay, enter. So artifact ID, we can try to ignore this. Version, this is also ignore. Okay. Sorry, artifact ID is nothing but we are trying to go with web app tech. Web app tech. So I'm giving a folder name. So artifact ID is nothing but we are trying to give the folder name. Okay. So yes. Okay, build success, guys. So basically what we are trying to do, so first one is group ID means com.tcs.tech. This is a company name. And what is meant by artifact ID? Artifact ID means our local folder. Okay, that is web app tech is our local folder now. And we are trying to see the yes. Okay, so and build success. So finally we are trying to go build success. So where is our file? We are trying to download the file. Remember this. We are trying to download the file. So we are trying to from Maven global server to we are trying to download from Maven local repository, guys. Okay, .mvn directories. So where we can see the directories now, we can see the directories here. We can see the directories here. Okay, so for this I'm trying to go with local C users. I'm going with username. See here we have web app tech. We have web app tech. Okay, open this folder. So we have Maven. See, we have our local directory mvn .mvn. This is our local directory. So we are downloading the source code. We are downloading the source code, that is SRC. SRC stands for source code. Okay, source codes. We are opening the. So whenever you're trying to open the source code, we have a developer and tester. We have developer and tester. Okay, so now a developer will do the code here. See here we have a com, we have a TCS tech, and we are trying to go with app. So this is our source code. This is our source code. Okay, this is our source code. See here we have a source code here. Okay, so this is our source code. Hello world, welcome to Java. Okay, that's fine. Now we are trying to go with testing also. We are trying to go with testing also. Let's go with this open tcs.x, open app.test. So this is our source. Okay, so this is our code, what we are trying to see the. Okay, so this is testing code, right? So once it is done, now we need to do some operations. We need to do some operations. What is our operation here is, okay. And we need to notice one more thing, guys. What is that pom.xml file? That is project object model. Okay, open this file. I'm trying to go with Visual Code. Open. So this is our source code. See here, we have a source code. So group ID is nothing but com.tcstalk.tech, or artifact means web app tech, and version means 1.0 snapshot. And we have a dependency. See here, once you download the source code from the Maven global server, we have a dependencies. See here, these are the dependencies. Dependencies is nothing but plugins. Okay, we are trying to go with plugins. Okay, so where all the dependencies has been found here. Okay, so once you done this, now we are trying to do the operations. We are trying to do the operations. What kind of operations here is? So right click on this, open. So we are trying to go with open git bash here. So open git bash here. So this is called our local folder. This is called our local folder. Okay, so now if you go with ls, so we have a pom.src folder, right? Pom.src folder. If I go with git init, I'm initializing the repository. So this is called, if I go with the git status. So this is called untracked file. So whenever you are trying to download any file, this is called untracked file. As a developer, I already told you in GitHub, in Git operations. So this is untracked file, staging area, and local repository. Okay, so this is called untracked file. Okay, so now here this is called untracked file. Now we are trying to go with git add dot So git commit -m. I'm giving a name that should be like any name. I can give the some banking application. Banking application. I'm giving banking application app. Okay, done. Okay, so untracked file, and we are trying to move with the staging area. Okay, so now once you done this, let's go to our local our things. We are trying to go with operations. What is operations here is, so we are trying to go with so once you done this project, we are trying to go with the next one is MVN operations. MVN operations. What is operations here? MVN compile, MVN compile. We're compiling the source code. Compiling the source code. Source code of project. Next one is MVN test. We're testing the package. Testing the package. Next, we are trying to go with third one is MVN package. We are trying to go with artifact. Trying to go artifact. Okay, that is artifact. We are trying to compiling the artifacts. Okay, so now we are trying to do now. For this, I'm going with CD web app tech. CD web app tech. I'm entering into the folder. Now, as I told you that we are trying to go with MVN compile. MVN compile. We are trying to compile the file. See here, jar file is created, and we are trying to compile the source code. We are trying to compile the source code. See, whenever we are trying to compile the source code, we have one more folder. We have one more folder, that is target folder, guys. See, whenever you're trying to compile any source code, we have one more folder has been created, that is target folder. In this target folder, we have classes, generated sources, MN status. So in classes, we have com, we have test and we have app.class. So whenever you're trying to compile the source code, the dot class file will be created and it will be very secure. It will be secure. It doesn't open, guys. It doesn't open. Okay, open with. So it will show like encrypted file. So this is encrypted file. Previously I showed you the code. Now it is completely encrypted. Okay. So in the same way, we are trying to go with next one is MVN test. MVN test. We are trying to test the code. MVN test. We are trying to test the files. So I got some error. MVN test. Okay, MVN test. Testing is going on. We are trying to go with MVN test and MVN. So finally, we are trying to go with the package. MVN package. MVN package. We are trying to go with MVN package. So finally, we are trying to create a jar file. Okay, that is artifact. We are trying to go with the package. Okay, so now I'll try to show you what is the package here. If you go with target folder, so this is the package, guys. This is how we can create a jar file. Okay, let's go with the properties. I'll show you the properties, guys. In properties, I'll try to show you the. So this is jar file. Finally, we are getting the jar file. Our project jar file, guys. This is completely like encrypted folder. Finally, we need to submit this one only. Okay, to our team manager. Okay, so once you are done successfully, now we are trying to push all the files into GitHub repository. Okay, this is what we are trying to do now. Okay, so now finally, whatever you done things, finally you need to push all the files into GitHub repository. For this, I'm trying to go with. Okay, so we are trying to open the GitHub. We are trying to open the GitHub. Open the GitHub. Open GitHub repository. So actually, a folder is created. So now I want to give the name. I want to push all the files into GitHub repository. So whatever I was created a name, that is banking application. Banking application already exist. Okay. I can give one more name. Banking web is available. Okay, banking web is available. No problem. You can take any repository, no problem. So now, 1 minute, guys. So I want to see the folder there. My folder is somewhere here. Users. So this is web app tech, right? Open this file. You can copy. You can paste it here. Try to paste this here. Okay. So once you've done this, now okay, let's see our file, guys, whether it is there or not. Web app, so whatever we have, web app tech already exists. I can give one more file name. It's already there, right? I'll do one thing. Let's go back. So web app tech is there. Okay, no worries. So I'll try to push all the source code into GitHub repository. How to open this file means it's very simple, guys. So we don't have any operations here. Let's go with new. Try to go with web app tech here. web app tech, you can give the name. So whatever you have a folder name, you can give there only. Okay. So once you try to give the name, and you can try to go with create a repository. Okay. So you can do this. Once you've done the creating the repository, try to, if you have, like I have multiple folders, right? That's why I was going with web app tech searching here. I'm trying to open this file. So we have some operations, guys. We have some operations. We need to do some operations here. You can copy these files, guys, because we are trying to work on the, we are trying to push all the files into GitHub repository. Okay. So okay. So I'm trying to give like this is main, no, this is master. This is master. So I'm trying to go with this also. I'm trying to delete. Okay, that's fine. Now I want to copy this file. Now I want to copy this file. I'm trying to copy this file. So you can paste it here. You can paste, enter. What is this actually? Git remote means add origin. Origin is nothing but universal. We are trying to go with web app tech. Okay. So now git remote hyphen v. So we are trying to fetch the versions. Git remote hyphen v. So we are trying to fetch. We already fetched the files. If I go with ls, I have all the files. That is target folder also created. Okay. src target folder is created. Okay. That is fetching. Now we need to push all the files into GitHub repository. This is very important. So for this, I'm trying to go with git push hyphen u origin master. You can try to go and you can paste it here. Okay. So enter. Yeah, we are pushing all the files into GitHub repository. See, I'll try to show you the observation here. If you refresh, so whatever we have dashboard now, it will be changed. See, MVN SRC folder pom.xml file. So SRC folder has been found, and we have tcs.tech and testing folder. So we have app.java. See, package is created like this. Okay. So this is how we can work on the Maven, guys. Finally, we need to submit all the files into GitHub repository. This is very, very important. Okay. So we have banking application 9 minutes ago. It's a lifetime, guys. We are trying to see the lifetime here. Okay. So this is how we can open the GitHub repository as per the scenarios. Okay. So this is all about today's class, guys. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask me in comment section. So if you like this video, please try to share, subscribe, and comment, guys. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Thank you, guys.